Chosen one, listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is not ordinary, not casual, and absolutely not meant for everyone. This message is for the one whose spirit has been trembling without explanation, whose nights have felt heavier than usual, whose intuition has been pulling at them like a gentle but relentless whisper. Something is shifting in the unseen, and tonight, heaven is preparing to send you a prophetic dream that will confirm what your soul has been feeling but couldn't yet articulate. This will not be just a dream. It will be a supernatural transmission, a divine revelation meant to break confusion, break stagnation, and break every lingering shadow that has tried to follow you. You are not imagining this. You are not overthinking. You are being awakened. And the reason you are receiving this message right now is because you are one of the chosen ones. Not chosen by society, not chosen by convenience, not chosen because of perfection, but chosen because your soul carries a blueprint that few in this lifetime possess. There is a spiritual marking on you, a signature of divine assignment that has quietly separated you since childhood. Even when you tried to blend in, you could not. Even when you tried to silence your gifts, the world reacted to you in ways you could never fully understand. You felt the sting of being misunderstood. You felt the ache of being too deep in a world that prefers shallow waters. You were rejected not because something was wrong with you, but because something powerful was hidden within you. There were seasons when you thought God had forgotten you. Seasons when you cried silently, when you carried burdens nobody saw, when you kept functioning while your spirit was barely holding on. You endured betrayals that shook you to your core, losses that felt unfair, disappointments that made your heart question your worth. Yet even in those moments you felt a strange persistence within you. Something in you refused to die. Something in you kept saying, "Hold on." You didn't know it then, but heaven was pruning you. Every heartbreak carved wisdom. Every disappointment sharpened your discernment. Every betrayal activated your spiritual radar. You became more intuitive, more perceptive, more spiritually alert. And while you were questioning your own strength, God was quietly preparing you for the next dimension of your calling. Chosen one, the reason your battles were heavier than others is because your mantle is heavier than theirs. The reason people envied you without cause is because your light irritated their shadows. You walked into rooms carrying energy you didn't even recognize, but others did. You spoke with authority you didn't even realize you had, and it triggered those who lacked inner substance. People projected their insecurities onto you. Some tried to dim you, some tried to distract you, some tried to drain you, but every attack left you wiser, not weaker. What the enemy meant to break you actually built spiritual muscles within you that cannot be replicated. And now something extraordinary is about to happen. The dream coming to you tonight, whether you see symbols, people, places, or a sequence of events, will be the first divine validation of the transformation already unfolding around you. This dream will be a message coded specifically for your spirit, not your logic. God is bypassing your overthinking, bypassing your fears, bypassing your doubts, and speaking directly to your soul in the one place where you cannot pretend, cannot mask, and cannot deny what you feel. Your dream will reveal something you need to see now, something about who you are becoming, something about what is being released, something about what is being removed, and something about what is being restored. You might notice that lately your sleep has been different, restless, interrupted, or strangely deep. You might find yourself waking up in the middle of the night for no earthly reason, sensing presence, sensing movement, sensing the air around you shift. That is not random. That is not coincidental. It is spiritual alignment. Heaven often works at night because your mind is quieter and your heart is more open. And tonight, God is preparing a message that will pour into your subconscious with clarity that words could never deliver in waking hours. There is a reason you are receiving this revelation now. For years, you have carried pain that nobody apologized for. You have endured storms that nobody prepared you for. You have given love that was not always returned. You have stood strong for people who did not stand with you. You have fought battles in silence because you were too strong to collapse, too wise to lash out, too spiritually mature to match low vibrations. But even the strongest warriors need reassurance. Even the most awakened souls need confirmation. God knows you have been tired. God knows you have been waiting. God knows you have been asking for clarity, for direction, for signs. And tonight, the answer begins. You may not realize it, but heaven has been observing every single moment of your journey. Your tears, your effort, your inner battles, your growth. Nothing has gone unseen. Nothing has gone unnoticed. You have been in a spiritual gestation period, and the contractions you've been feeling are not signs of defeat. They are signs of emergence. Something in your spirit is preparing to break through the limitations that once held you. You are stepping into a season where your intuition becomes sharper, your discernment becomes stronger, your confidence becomes grounded, and your spirit becomes unshakable. This dream will not be to scare you, it will be to prepare you. It will not be to confuse you, it will be to clarify something you've been sensing. It will not be to overwhelm you, it will be to empower you. You will wake up with a knowing that you cannot deny, a knowing that something shifted, a knowing that something was revealed, a knowing that God spoke. Chosen one, the prophetic realm has been circling you for weeks. You've felt it in your emotions, in your body, in your sudden bursts of intuition, in your moments of déjà vu, in the strange timing of conversations or encounters. You have been spiritually tuned in without fully realizing it. Tonight's dream will be the moment everything aligns. And as you hear these words, something inside you already knows this is true. Chosen one, as you continue listening, I want you to understand something that you have not fully acknowledged about yourself. You have survived battles that would have destroyed most people long before now. You have walked through spiritual terrain that was rough, dark, unpredictable, and hostile, and yet you kept moving as if guided by an invisible hand. Those battles were not random. They were not punishments. They were divine training grounds, shaping you into someone who could carry the weight of a higher calling without collapsing under it. You have fought wars in the unseen, wars that your friends, your family, your coworkers, even the people closest to you could never comprehend. While others fought with their hands, you fought with your spirit. While others tried to manipulate circumstances, you tried to keep your heart clean. While others relied on ego, you relied on intuition, faith, and resilience. And even when you were exhausted, even when your soul felt stretched thin, you did not break. You endured, you learned, you adapted. What tried to crush you only made you sharper. There were nights when you felt drained for no reason. Mornings when you woke up already tired before the day began. Moments when anxiety hit you out of nowhere. That was not emotional weakness. That was spiritual warfare. You were engaging forces that tried to intercept your progress, influence your decisions, whisper confusion into your mind, or make you doubt your value. The fact that you're standing here today, listening to this message, is proof that your spirit is stronger than what has ever opposed you. You won battles you didn't even realize you were fighting, and God saw all of it. There were times when you clenched your teeth and kept moving, even though you felt unseen. Times when you supported people through their storms while you were drowning in your own. Times when you questioned why life felt like a constant uphill climb. But understand this, God was not ignoring you. God was watching how you responded when life became heavy. God was observing the posture of your heart, the purity of your intentions, the quiet endurance you practiced even when no one was applauding you. Your strength did not go unnoticed. Your integrity did not go unnoticed. Your tears did not go unnoticed. This is exactly why heaven is intervening now. Your adversaries, both visible and invisible, are trembling because they sense what is coming. Every person who underestimated you, every force that tried to sabotage you, every spirit that tried to manipulate your emotions or derail your destiny, they all feel the shift. They can sense the power rising within you. They can sense the spiritual reinforcement arriving on your behalf. They can sense that your season of elevation is not coming. It has already begun. You might not fully feel it yet because you are still transitioning, still shedding remnants of old cycles, still detaching from people, patterns, and environments that can no longer walk with you. But in the spirit realm, there is movement. Your enemies are losing access. Your spirit is gaining clarity. Your heart is regaining strength. Your path is opening. Some of the battles you fought came from places you least expected. People you trusted turned out to be conflicted about who you were. People who smiled in your face carried envy in their hearts. People who acted close to you were secretly competing with you. Their energy shifted the moment your light outgrew their shadow. They treated you with subtle disrespect, silent resentment, or confusing inconsistency, not because you did anything wrong, but because your presence revealed something about themselves they couldn't face. You weren't fighting people. You were fighting the wounded parts of them that couldn't tolerate your authenticity, your depth, your intuition, your resilience. Your very existence challenged their illusions, and instead of evolving, they chose to resist you. But understand this, their opposition did not stop your destiny, it accelerated it. Every attack forced you to strengthen your spiritual intuition. Every disappointment pushed you closer to God. Every betrayal removed someone who would have only hindered your elevation. Every setback prepared a comeback that will shock those who doubted you. And now the forces that tried to block you are trembling because the divine timeline is shifting in your favor. You may not realize how much authority you carry in the spiritual realm. You think of yourself as someone wounded, someone recovering, someone trying to figure things out. But spiritually, you are seen as a warrior, as someone whose prayers shake the atmosphere, whose presence alters environments, whose intuition exposes deception before it reaches your doorstep. You carry an anointing that disrupts darkness without you even trying. This is why you've been targeted, not because you are weak, but because you are powerful. Not because you are lost, but because you are aligned. Not because you are insignificant, but because your destiny threatens every force that opposes divine truth. You have already won battles that were designed to destroy your identity. You have already survived storms meant to silence your purpose. And now, heaven is preparing to release dreams that confirm not only your survival, but your rise. The prophetic dream coming to you is a spiritual endorsement. God saying, I saw everything, and now I am responding. Your adversaries can feel this response. They may not understand it logically, but spiritually, they sense the consequences of their actions returning to them. They sense your rising influence. They sense the protection surrounding you. They sense the anointing increasing on your life. And the very forces that once whispered against you are now whispering in fear. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season where everything that once worked against you begins losing its grip. You are moving into a dimension of spiritual maturity where you can no longer be manipulated by guilt, controlled by fear, or trapped by old cycles. God is reestablishing your identity, renewing your strength, and restoring your authority. This dream will be the catalyst. Something in your spirit will unlock. Something buried will awaken. Something heavy will lift. You will receive clarity that you didn't know you needed. You will see symbols, people, or events that reveal the truth behind your journey. And once you receive this revelation, you will not move the same. You will not think the same. You will not tolerate what you once tolerated. You will walk with a confidence born not from ego, but from spiritual knowing. Your rise is not future tense, it is happening right now, and heaven is making sure you cannot miss it. Chosen one, as we continue, I want you to really breathe into what is happening around you, because this next phase of revelation is not merely comforting, it is transformative. There is a divine judgment unfolding, not in a destructive way, but in a way that brings alignment, justice, and restoration to your life. For years, you have endured imbalances, situations where you gave more than you received, relationships where you poured from an empty cup, environments where your kindness was mistaken for weakness. You tolerated disrespect, misunderstandings, and spiritual attacks because your heart was pure and your mind was striving for peace. But now God is about to reveal the truth in such a powerful and undeniable manner that every false narrative, every hidden agenda, every buried secret will rise to the surface. The dream coming to you is part of that unveiling. You may see faces, places, symbols, or events that feel almost too vivid to be imagined. That is because God is not sending confusion. God is sending clarity. For too long, you have been forced to navigate blind, relying on intuition rather than confirmations. You sensed betrayal before you saw it. You sensed envy before it was spoken. You sensed spiritual interference before anything manifested in the physical realm. But this time, God is not asking you to guess. God is showing you plainly. Justice is not always loud. Sometimes it begins quietly, in the spirit, long before anyone witnesses it in the physical, and your justice, chosen one, is no longer delayed. The scales that once tipped against you are being recalibrated. Situations that made you feel powerless are being rewritten. People who once had advantage over you are losing access to your energy. Circumstances that held you back are dissolving as if they were never there. The shift is not coming, it has already begun. You may think of justice as punishment for others, but that is not what this is about. This is about restoring what was stolen from your peace, returning what was stolen from your purpose, healing what was wounded in your soul. You are about to witness a divine reversal where the last becomes first, where the overlooked becomes elevated, where the misunderstood becomes honored. Everything that was spoken against you, everything that was done to you, everything that was plotted behind you is losing its power. God is not exposing others to shame them. God is exposing truth to free you. And as this justice unfolds, I want you to understand something deeply. Your elevation does not require force. Your victory does not require vengeance. What is shifting in your life is a spiritual decision, not a human one. No person, no system, no weapon formed against you has the authority to block what heaven has already approved. The prophetic dream you are about to receive is both a warning and a blessing. It will show you what needs to be released, what needs to be protected, and what is on its way to you. This is the season where your spirit will feel lighter, but your discernment will feel sharper. You will recognize people's intentions before they speak. You will feel energy shifts before they show up in behavior. You will discern deception before it even reaches your space. God is amplifying your intuitive intelligence. The dream is the activation, but the awakening continues far beyond a single night. Once your eyes open spiritually, they do not close again. Some of you will dream of doors closing. That is, God ending cycles that no longer serve you. Some of you will dream of water, symbolizing cleansing, renewal, emotional release. Some of you will dream of being lifted, flying, climbing, or rising. That is your spirit stepping into a higher dimension. And some of you will dream of faces, conversations, or confrontations that make sense of things you experienced months or even years ago. God is stitching together the pieces of your story, giving you the missing context. And when you wake, there will be a sense of direction, a knowing, a quiet but unshakable certainty that you are stepping into territory designed for you. For so long, you begged for clarity, and for so long, it felt like heaven was silent. But silence does not mean abandonment. Silence often means preparation. You were being positioned, aligned, strengthened, and purified for what is coming. This reversal of fortunes is not about luck. It is about divine timing. Everything that fell apart was making room for something greater. Every delay protected you from harm. Every disappointment redirected you toward alignment. Every painful ending was a holy beginning. And now, as justice unfolds, you will begin to see why God said no to certain things, Why certain people left, why certain doors never opened. What once felt like rejection will now look like protection. Chosen one, your victory is already echoing in the spirit. That is why you have felt strange lately. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. The heaviness you felt recently was not oppression, but transition. The confusion you felt was the final residue of old cycles dissolving. The tiredness you experienced was your spirit shedding layers of energy that were never meant to stay. This is why the dream tonight matters. It signals the moment the new cycle fully activates. And I want you to hear this clearly. Your victory will be public. Not because you need validation, but because your suffering was often silent, hidden, and endured behind closed doors. God is rewarding openly what you endured privately. People will see the glow returning to your face. They will see the confidence rising in your voice. They will see the peace settling into your spirit. They will notice the shift, even if they cannot understand it. Your reversal will be visible. Your success will be undeniable. Your healing will radiate. And your spirit will carry a quiet authority that makes even your adversaries step back. Before we move forward, I want you to do something simple. Acknowledge that this message resonates not because it is nice to hear, but because your spirit recognizes truth when it is spoken. Your intuition is confirming it. Your heart is agreeing with it. Your soul is awakening to it. If you are ready to step into alignment, if you are ready to receive clarity, if you are ready for justice to unfold in your life, speak it, write it, declare it in your own way. I receive what God is revealing. I'm ready. That is your spiritual call to action. That is your alignment with divine truth. Chosen one, as we go deeper now, I want you to understand the true nature of the attacks you have faced. Not the surface-level behaviors, not the visible conflicts, but the deeper spiritual mechanisms that have shaped your journey. You have often wondered why certain people reacted to you the way they did, why certain situations unfolded with such intensity, why your path seemed more turbulent than others. These were not coincidences. These were spiritual indicators, signs that you were walking a path that few souls on this planet are assigned to walk. And because your calling is uncommon, the resistance you faced was also uncommon. Your attacks were never random. They were strategic, they were timed, they were intentional. Not because you were cursed or unlucky, but because you threatened structures, energetic, emotional, spiritual, that were never meant to withstand your light. You walked into places where lies were comfortable and truth was unwelcome. You entered relationships where your authenticity exposed the hidden motives of those around you. You stepped into environments where your intuition outpaced manipulation. That made you a target, not by choice, but by design. There is a paradox that all chosen ones must live through. The very energy that attracts blessings also attracts opposition. Light reveals darkness. Truth exposes deception. Strength intimidates insecurity. And your spirit has always carried a vibration that awakens something in others, either admiration or hostility, either inspiration or envy. People did not react to you based on who you were externally. They reacted to the energy you carried, the clarity in your eyes, the depth in your soul. And when people live shallow lives, depth feels threatening. You have been attacked because you carry something ancient, something powerful, something rare. You carry memory. You carry spiritual intelligence. You carry resilience. When you walked into someone's life, their unhealed wounds felt your presence before they even understood who you were. And instead of healing, many projected. Instead of confronting their shadows, they tried to cast them onto you. Instead of growing, they tried to shrink you. The psychology behind this is simple but painful. People who avoid self-awareness will always clash with those who embody it. People who operate from ego will always misunderstand those who operate from spirit. People who depend on illusion will always resist those who embody truth. This is why some people around you shifted suddenly. This is why certain relationships crumbled without warning. When your frequency rose, theirs was exposed. When your intuition sharpened, their intentions were revealed. When your spirit awakened, their masks fell off. But chosen one, you must also understand something deeper. You were not attacked because you were weak. You were attacked because your soul's mission is disruptive by design. You are here to break generational patterns, to dismantle spiritual strongholds, to interrupt cycles that have persisted in your lineage for decades or even centuries. The resistance you faced was ancestral, not personal. It was energetic, not emotional. It was spiritual, not situational. Your soul came into this lifetime carrying a blueprint that threatens everything built on fear, deception, scarcity, and control. You were meant to see through lies. You were meant to question patterns others blindly followed. You were meant to refuse the limitations that trapped those before you. This mission required a certain level of spiritual sensitivity, a sensitivity that made life feel heavier at times, but also gave you access to insights others could not reach. The paradox is that your sensitivity became your strength. The pain you felt helped you read people more deeply. The betrayals you endured taught you to recognize energy before you trust words. The disappointments you survived taught you to build discernment rather than dependence. Every attack expanded your spiritual intelligence. You learned who to trust, who to avoid, who to release, and who to draw closer to. And though the process was painful, it was purposeful. There is a universal law that governs the journey of all souls chosen for higher work. The more intense the attacks, the greater the purpose. Souls with small missions face small resistance. Souls with large missions face large resistance. And souls destined to influence, to heal, to awaken, or to shift collective energy face resistance that feels almost unbearable at times. But this is also evidence of your calling. The enemy does not target the powerless. Darkness does not pursue the dim. Chaos does not chase the uninfluential. You were targeted because your presence alone alters the atmosphere. Another paradox you must understand is this: the people who hurt you were not strong, they were weak. They did not overpower you, they reacted to you. Their behavior was a reflection of their internal conflict, not your failures. When your spirit shined a light on their shadows, instead of growing, they chose to fight. When your boundaries disrupted their patterns, they took it personally. When your intuition exposed their motives, they labeled you as the problem. You did not attract them to destroy you. You attracted them because your soul was meant to reveal what they were hiding. This is part of your mission, whether you knew it or not. You are a revealer, a disruptor, a purifier, a mirror. Your energy exposes truth simply by existing. And while that truth awakened some people into clarity, it awakened others into hostility. Some were blessed by your presence, some were triggered by it, some admired you, some envied you, some cherished you, some attempted to diminish you. But everything they meant for harm served your evolution. You gained a deeper understanding of human behavior, seeing patterns others overlook. You learned how insecurity disguises itself as arrogance. You learned how jealousy masks itself as criticism. You learned how manipulation pretends to be love. You learned how silence often screams the loudest truth. And through it all, you stayed grounded, compassionate, intuitive, and aware. These experiences did not just shape you, they prepared you. Your soul's mission is not random. You were sent with a very specific purpose: to awaken, to shift, to liberate, to break patterns, to elevate consciousness, first in yourself, then in those around you, and eventually in every environment you step into. Your life has never been small because your assignment is not small. That is why you sensed things others ignored, why you felt heaviness before events unfolded, why you knew the truth before you saw the evidence. You were designed this way, and this is why the attacks could not stop you. You were built for them. Your spirit was engineered for impact, for influence, for transformation. The dream coming to you is not merely a message, it is a map. It will reveal your next steps, your next level, and your next identity. You are not returning to who you were. You are rising into who you were always meant to become. Everything you endured is aligning now. Everything you survived is meaningful now. Everything you questioned will make sense now. You are stepping into your soul's full expression, and heaven is preparing you to walk with the power you were born with. Chosen one, as we come into this final moment together, I want you to feel the weight of everything your spirit has been carrying begin to lighten. You have walked through fire without burning, through storms without sinking, through darkness without losing your inner light. And now, as your journey shifts into this new divine chapter, it is time for you to stand fully, unapologetically, and consciously in the identity you were always destined to claim. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit the places God was calling you to outgrow. You are chosen, not by circumstance, not by chance, but by divine assignment. Your entire life has been preparation for the rising that is beginning now. Everything you thought was working against you was secretly working for you. Every ending was making room. Every rejection was redirection. Every pain was purification. And now heaven is positioning you so gently, yet so powerfully, to step into a season where your gifts speak louder than your wounds, your purpose speaks louder than your past, and your presence speaks louder than any lie ever spoken against you. The prophetic dream coming to you is not simply a sign, it is a seal, a confirmation, a heavenly signature marking the beginning of divine restoration. You will awaken with clarity. You will feel the shift, not just in your mind, but in the very core of your spirit. Something in you will know with absolute certainty. The old cycle has closed and the new one has begun. And I want you to embrace this next truth with your whole heart. The road ahead is filled with favor. Opportunities that once felt distant will begin appearing suddenly. People aligned with your purpose will enter your life without force. Situations that once drained you will dissolve. Your spirit will attract what honors you, what understands you, what resonates with your frequency. You will not need to chase what is meant for you, because what is meant for you will recognize your spirit before you speak a word. This next phase of your journey is about restoration, of confidence, of clarity, of self-worth, of spiritual authority. You will begin reclaiming parts of yourself you thought were lost forever. You will feel your strength returning, not in a loud or aggressive way, but in a quiet, steady, undeniable power, the kind of power that cannot be taken, manipulated, or dimmed, the kind of power that comes from knowing who you are, who walks with you, and what you were created to do. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season of divine reciprocity. What you poured out will return. What you sowed in tears will return in joy. What you gave in love will return in abundance. The compassion you showed will return as protection. The endurance you practiced will return as elevation. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was overlooked. Nothing was in vain. This is your moment to trust again. Not people, not circumstances, but God's timing. The dream that comes to you will guide your next steps, but your spirit already knows the direction. You are not moving blindly. You are moving intuitively, aligned with a higher intelligence that has been leading you long before you realized it. And now I want you to take a breath, because there is something I need you to hear very clearly. You are safe. You are protected. You are guided. You are not walking into this next chapter alone. The divine forces that carried you through your darkest seasons are expanding around you now. Your path is guarded. Your spirit is shielded. Your elevation is secured. As you move forward from this moment, carry yourself differently. Walk with your head higher, your steps firmer, your energy grounded. Do not return to old patterns. Do not reopen doors that God has closed. Do not question the intuition that has been proven right again and again. You have been upgraded spiritually. Act like it. You have been chosen. Stand like it. And before we close, I want you to speak into your own future for a moment. Not loudly, not even out loud, just with intention. Affirm that you are ready. Affirm that you are aligned. Affirm that you accept the light, the clarity, the elevation that is coming toward you. Your words are powerful. Your energy is magnetic. Your spirit is awakening. If this message has resonated, if something in your soul feels seen, understood, and aligned, then you are exactly who this was meant for. And as a spiritual call to action, affirm your readiness in your own way, whether that is typing, whispering, or holding the intention silently. I am ready for what God is revealing. I receive the dream. I receive the shift. I receive my identity. This is your moment of alignment. This is your moment of becoming. This is your moment of stepping into the destiny that has been calling your name since the beginning of your story. Chosen one, your journey is far from over. But this chapter, this awakening, this revelation, this prophetic turning point is one you will look back on and say, that was the moment everything changed. And now, with gratitude, with grounding, and with a quiet, unshakable knowing, I leave you with this. Rise, become, step into who you truly are. Your time has come.